guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In case you all don't know me, I'm Dipanshi and I love to read and talk about books. And in this particular video, I'll be recommending to you all a very incredible series, which is the Love Shav series by N.M. Patel. This is basically a Desi contemporary romance series, and I've not read a Desi romance in a really long time. Okay, I think I read one, back when I was in 11th or 12th, and since then I've not picked a book from an Indian author. But this series right here has been creating a lot of chaos on the bookstagram, so I needed to see what the fuzz is about, and I picked it up. And I'm really glad that I did because I really love the entire series so much. And this book, the series has some amazing characters, a very nice plot and stuff. Okay, so without Acha, wait. Before talking about the books individually, I would like to add that this series has the found family trope, which means the main characters from one or the other book are either siblings or best friends with the main characters of the other books. Also, the first two books have interracial romance, which means that the girl is Indian and the guy which means that the girl is Indian and the guy is American. And the third book is a proper Desi romance with Indian guy and an Indian girl. And one last thing is that only the first book is set in New York and the rest are set in India. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's just get into the video very quickly. So the first installment in the series is Love Shove in New York. This is basically a Desi contemporary French to lovers romance book. This girl, Akira Mishra, she's from a typical Indian family, okay, and her father allowed her to pursue her masters abroad only on one condition, which is that she would not get involved with the Desi guy, okay, sorry, with the non-Desi guy, okay. And she just like every other Indian girl, she wanted to have her own life, make her own decisions and stuff. Okay, so now she straight away agrees to this condition without much thinking, and she is off to America. Okay, and on the very first day, she meets this guy Sam, but they were just talking thoda bahut, and for the next few days, they were just exchanging highs and hellos here and there. But then they paired themselves to do a project together, and now they are spending a lot of time together. Okay, like they are roaming the city South May, and they are spending hours at the library. Working on their project, okay, and they become really good friends, okay. And this guy Sam, he is a really sweet guy, okay. This one time Akira, she got really excited on seeing a Starbucks, and Sam was like, it is a very normal thing, ye to दुनिया के कोने कोने में है. But then Akira said कि Sam, back in Ahmedabad we did not have a Starbucks outlet, okay, so please excuse me for being excited, okay. And he felt really bad, okay. And since that day he used to bring her coffee every fucking day, okay. And he not only does that, he also used to walk her back to her apartment, every day, which was a very sweet thing, okay. So this girl Akira, she's really trying not to act on her feelings because she is reminded of a promise, okay, like the promise she made to her father, okay. And she really tries to bury her feelings and stuff, but then कोई कितना ही कंट्रोल कर सकता है. And then this book also had this one very beautiful dandiya scene wherein the girl, she is wearing the traditional attire, and this guy, he's completely speechless. He just can't take her eyes off her, and he's like, oh my god, she's so pretty and stuff. But the main thing of the book starts when they both officially start dating. So Akira tells Sam ki dekho Sam, it is not a very easy thing, okay, for me to just go up to my parents and tell them that I am dating an American guy. बहुत ज़्यादा drama होगा and stuff. And she tells him everything, okay, about the condition and stuff. And this guy Sam, he is like कि see, we like each other, so we'll see, okay, कि ये क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है, which was a very nice thing. So now they have to fight for their love. They have to convince her parents and all that drama. Okay, and the best part of the book was how Akira's friend, they used to tutor Sam on how to behave while he's around Indian parents. And he, like a little kid, he used to come up with a notepad, okay, and he used to write all the notes, all the do's and the don'ts and stuff, which was a very sweet thing. So yes, I would definitely like this book. And if you're looking for cute French lovers, grumpy sunshine, introvert into extrovert, and interracial romance, Bollywood style family drama and stuff, please pick this one up. This book will not disappoint you. I really liked it. It is a 4-star read for me. So yeah, this was the first book in the series. So the second book in the series is Love Under Starlight, and this one is probably my favorite among the series. The story follows, the book follows the story of Luke and Mira. This girl Mira, she is the eldest daughter of her family, and her father committed suicide 5 years back. So now all the responsibility of the family is on her shoulders. She works as a teacher in a local school, and all of her income goes on paying the debt debt that her father left, okay, after he committed suicide. And she has not had a day of peace in her life. She's just working her ass off every day, and uh, and what she's seriously not at all caring for herself. The only thing she wants is to give her mother and her little brother Hari a normal life. Okay, so now she's seriously a very hardworking woman. Okay, I really love her character. And this guy Luke, he is a very carefree, easygoing banda. And he also happens to be Sam's best friend. Okay, so he made a lot of appearance in the first book, and he kind of saw the drama that Sam and Akira had to go through. So he was like, "Bhai, I will never get involved with an Indian girl." But then he met Mira, and he was immediately intrigued by her. He was kind of attracted towards her. And later on, after a few months, he got a chance to visit India to work on his project, and he decided that he would stay at Mira's. So that, matlab, basically it was a two-way, it was a win-win situation for both of them, because by staying with Mira, Luke would actually get to know her, and secondly, he would complete the project, and Mira would benefit with the amount of money, okay, because he would pay some 40,000 a month, and that could seriously help her a little bit. Not a little bit, but yeah, it would help her a lot, okay, to paying the debt. So she straight away agrees. So now this is also a roommates to lovers romance and forced proximity. This guy Luke, he tries so hard to make her smile, to make her life sorry, to make her laugh, and to lift some of the burden off her shoulders and stuff, which was a very sweet thing. And this guy, see, Luke has very easily made it to my top boyfriends list, because fictional boyfriends list, because this guy, he not only tries to make her smile, he also cooks for her when she has a bad day. He plays cricket with her little brother, even though they can't communicate, okay, so they basically use hand gestures. And lastly, he also uses Google Translate to talk to her mother, which was a very, very sweet thing. So, like, in short, this book was seriously, like, it was one of the best books that I've read in the month of January, and I really, really love it. And see, Mira, she starts to like him, okay, but then she is reminded that he is just here for 3 months, and he would return to America, and she just could not bear one more person leaving her, okay. So she is also trying very hard not to fall for this guy, but every now and then Luke, okay, he always reassures her that you're the only girl for me and stuff, which was a very nice thing. So yeah, I did enjoy this book a lot. This book has a lot less drama, but it is very intense and very emotional. I really love this book, okay. It is a 4.5 star read for me. So if you're looking for a reverse grumpy into sunshine, American guy, Indian girl, forced proximity, he's a new tenant, you can definitely pick this one up. It will not disappoint you. Yes. Moving on to the last. I don't think this is the last book in the series, because I kind of got. Well, it was pretty evident that another book will come, Shayad, and the characters would be. I'm not sure, but the characters would be Ria and Zain. Okay, and that would be a forbidden romance, Shayad, because this girl Ria, she's an Indian girl, and that guy, he's a Muslim. I'm not sure, and I can totally be wrong, but Shayad, I really wish he has a hope high. So the third book in the series is Love Unarranged. This is a contemporary arranged marriage romance, and not the arranged marriage, romance books that we are actually used to reading. No, it is not like that. This is more of an arranged marriage, and how it happens in India, wherein the girl and the guy's family, they meet, and then the kids are sent off, or like, thoda sent away to to talk in private and stuff. So this is more of that kind of book. Okay, so in this book, this girl Kriti Pandya, she's the eldest daughter of her family, and she's super independent. She works as a teacher. She has got bold beliefs. She has got a she has got strong beliefs, and she has a modern mindset. Okay, and she is very sweet and very kind at the same time. Okay, so this girl, she is actually okay with having an arranged marriage, but the only thing she wants is that the person who would become her husband, he has to agree to her three conditions, which are totally non-negotiable. Okay, the first one being that she will continue working after marriage and even after having kids. Second one is that she won't sleep with her husband for the first 6 months. And lastly, she would have full control of the money she earns. And these three conditions, they are extremely valid. Okay, so she has never met a guy who has accepted all the three conditions, but then she meets this guy Akar Akar Mishra, who is the eldest son of the Mishra family, and who also happens to be Akira's, the girl in the first book, his elder brother. And this girl Kriti, she is Mira's, the one in the second book, she is Mira's best friend. So then she meets this guy Akar, who is very respectful to her. He's very sweet, charming, and he not only accepts her conditions, but he also feels that they are completely reasonable. Okay, so she thinks that finally I've hit a jackpot, and finally there's a guy that I could, consider, spending my life together, spending my life with. So, but they decide, like they together decide that they would talk, and they would basically, get to know each other behind their parents' back, because if they would involve their parents, there will be a very constant pressure ki bhai ab kya baat hui, are you interested in her or not, and stuff. Okay, so they decide that they would, thoda bahut, get to know each other behind their parents' back, and for the next few months, they talk a lot, over chat, on the call, and they flirt thoda bahut and stuff, and they also meet, and they go to little dates and stuff. Okay, so now the first 50% of the book is about that, how they basically meet, and how they decide that they would, spend their life together. And the next 50% of the book is about how they are handling their marital life. Okay, so this girl Kriti, though she has a modern mindset, but she is completely, she completely respects the Indian culture and the traditions and the things that are expected of a daughter-in-law in an Indian family. It was also kind of difficult for her, because she came from a nuclear family of 4, and now she's in a joint family of 14 people. So it was a bit of a transition for her, but she managed it really well. But कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही है, right? And the guy, he grovels a lot too. To be really honest, I wasn't that satisfied with this book. I don't know what I was thinking. It was a good book, okay, don't get me wrong, it was a really nice book, but yeah, मुझे लगा कि थोड़ा सा कुछ और होगा, थोड़ा और ड्रामा, कि कुछ ना कुछ, but it was not there. So yeah, I'd say it is a 3-star book for me. So yeah, if you're looking for an arranged marriage romance where the guy grovels a lot, and this is basically courtship before marriage, then this is the book for you. कितना जल्दी खत्म हो गया. So yeah, so this was the Love Shove series, and I really wish कि आप ये series को उठाएं and इनको पढ़ें and इसको पढ़ें, and you will not be disappointed. And if you have already read the series, please do tell me कि which is your favorite book. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Also, please consider subscribing my channel if you like my content, and do एक second, and do leave a like. And this is my Instagram. I'll make sure this time कि वो photo delete ना हो, because last time मेरा कट गया था. So yeah, this is my Instagram. Please consider following my account also for a lot of reels and stuff. So bye bye.